It's Mark, the Wandering Reseller. I'm exhausted. Not only did I get my shipping and some listings, I put a whole bunch of time into my item specifics. Trying to wash them, I'm trying to make them all go away. And I learned a lot today. Of course, I want you guys to do your own research. So the prompt I want you to use on the AI is, what does eBay do to sellers that use vague or missing item specifics? Provide me source links. Yeah, we're gonna lose thousands of dollars, basically. The summary, you're gonna get punished. Your store is gonna act like there's a whole bunch of technical issues. You know, I've been on and off for eBay for many years before I started full time. I don't claim to be 25 years experience. I think I'm clever. I think I'm smart. Someone that doesn't type and list on eBay, you have to kind of outthink just the average person that can do it without even thinking. Since my learning disabilities, it's always like I'm always learning, trying to figure out what to do. And so I did this research, and all these source links popped up. What is eBay doing to sellers that use vague instead of using the artist name, the actual color versus multiple colors? Just there's so many different vague items you can use, and it pretty much explains you're gonna lose listings. Listings, if you don't fix them, are gonna disappear. A lot of things that some of the sellers are saying out there during all these new enhancements makes me wonder if they're just so far in the rabbit hole that maybe they're bringing down their own subscribers. So I took the last 2 weeks, and I still don't think I have enough data yet. Am I seeing more sales? Yes, but I'm seeing sales through the night into the end of the day. Am I making thousands? No, not yet. I don't have enough listings, and I don't sell the right items to make thousands of dollars a day yet. I have to triple my store, which I'm working on. I have like 13,000. I'm taking a lot of these listings off that are magazines and lotting them up in lots of 10, since I want to get rid of the heavies and focus on micro, smalls, lightweight items. So go back to the item specifics. I open up the item specifics. I have like 3,000 to fix, and I'll take 25 and go through their bulk tool that helps you list. I click on that link on top, which would be the title. It opens another page. I take a screenshot, 2 buttons. It drops it right in the AI. AI already knows that I'm looking for the item specifics because they're all 25 are all the same type of items. At this point, I list in batches of 25. If I do 1,000, they're going to be 25, 25, 25, and they're all going to be similar categories. So I started working on the CDs and got rid of all the various artists. Even though they say they're okay, you're being vague. You're not being accurate. So I started adding the AI just gives me all the artists. So I just grab them, put them in, all the different topics, genius, what is it called? It tells you pop rock, whatever it is, jazz. They'll give me multiple ones of those. So I add those. So those are searches. So you're going to get more searches on those listings. Format. Some of the formatting was wrong. A lot of my record labels are wrong. And what I do is, by me clicking on the title and taking a screenshot of the image and my title, I'm having AI search that CD for the item specifics. I'm not having them look at my picture. I'm not having them look at all my images to get the information. So they're deep diving into it and searching the year. If there's a second release, it'll tell me. If it's a different year, it'll highlight what was wrong or right. It's very interesting. I've done it several different ways now, and this one seems to be. Anytime I have like a conflict on the item specific, so eBay will give you suggestions, and if it doesn't match one of those suggestions, I go look at the image and see. And AI has been more accurate than eBay's suggestions, and I haven't found in certain things eBay AI does better than eBay so far. So now I'm on the 2 week. I started at 4,500. I'm down to 3,000 missed up item specifics that are missing, not various. But as I go through, I notice there are various ones. So the various ones aren't going to show up in my. So I don't really know how many of my item specifics are wrong. So once I get done with the ones that are actually missing, I actually have to go through and open each one as they end, because they'll tell you how many of your listings are ending that day. I'll go in and open them up to see if there's anything vague, like noticeable. And I think there's a lot of messed up listings. Am I wasting my time? Still, if eBay has literature on their website, if eBay has literature about what they're going to do, how this messes up their searches, how you're going to get less traffic, you're going to pay more in promotions. I have noticed in 2 weeks my organic traffic has gone through the roof. Is that because I'm listing every hour? Now we're in a month May. We're almost, I haven't missed any listings every hour. I'm about to double down. I'm about to get to 30,000 listings. I'm going to try. All right, so very similar to my YouTube videos, I like scheduling in advance. So when I do have a low or lack of energy or feel sick or frustrated, I don't have to, I can actually back away. And now he comes back around here and he's going to park with his loud music. It's almost sunset. I can tell when I'm irritated. I need to be a big ship in the ocean right now, where no waves are bothering me. I think I've went down too many rabbit holes thinking eBay is the problem. I'm starting to feel if I list more accurately, that means using the AI tool to do descriptions is just a beginning template to add the conditions or modify, then so be it. If you look at all those words in there, they're all stuffing keywords. It's almost like Google creating pages for Google. You got to have so many keywords to make your pages show up. That's what they're doing. They basically mirrored and copied Google. Even in the pay-per-click section, there promotions, off-site promotions, all these. It's almost like a complete mirroring of what Google did. So this AI tool they just released, a video AI, taking the images, mixing them up, making it look like a video. It's going to help the end user, the buyer, make a quicker decision. Doesn't really help the traffic. They might have something that, they might have something because they said, listings with videos get an extra push. Well, is it because their algorithm, they're pushing these videos to have more traffic? I don't know. Um, you know, it's just so frustrating. You just keep working and working and like, yeah, I'm around $200 with 13,500 listings, and they're not growing because I'm taking out all these magazines that are 15 ounces. So the next 6 months, it's just going to be like, I'm going to be fighting it to get it to grow. But I do believe moving forward, me targeting products that have least item specifics, fixing the item specifics, as well as processing the rest of the inventory I have through the warehouse that are sellable. I think the clothes are sellable. Shoes, I got tons of golf shoes that I didn't touch, and most of my, you can tell like people are playing golf because I'm selling golf bag tags and ball markers. I mean, we're talking micro, small stuff from all over the world. People are buying them, so it's like, okay, there things are happening. I'm getting a mix of old items sold. How I know they're old, because when I used to list before AI became so dominant in my life, I used to use Google Lens, find a listing, copy the text, the title, and then uppercase it so it would be longer. Well, then I don't feel so bad that if someone saw that I just copied their text, it would be harder for them to realize I did that. Then I would modify whatever I needed to do, and it would take a long time. And I felt always bad that I was doing that, but that was the only way I was able to survive. I wasn't able to write. I'm not able to type. It doesn't work, and that's okay. I've been able to patent things. I'm able to get trademarks. I've been able to create products all my life and make money, my own money, all my life. It's because having a job, a real job, wouldn't last long because of all the problems I run into, and they would have to, be a special situation where I would be able to keep a job because they knew my abilities were, this is what you got, on top of maybe they can be awarded with stuff I can do. And I just never did that. I always said I'll have to work for myself. And since I was 23, I've never really worked for anybody. And it's a little frustrating, but I think the last 2 years are self-inflicting. I think my item specifics have caused me to have bad sales. Roller coaster. No. So yeah, we're getting close. We've got about another half hour of light. I got up super early. I crawled out of bed. I got my alarm started set at 5:30 in the morning. I got another session of work tonight, so about 7:30 I start up again, and I shut it down at 10. So I took a hour break to work more. This is like work, I'm putting in the extra time. So I've had 3 quotes for about $2,500 to fix this tooth, and I'm just starting to wonder if I should. I had lost my denture, and then I had the tooth broke, and that's the combination. So I'm chewing in the front, so these teeth are getting, there's, maybe I should just go all in and get them all fixed for $5,000-$6,000. Well, I don't want to go into debt. It sucks. I don't want to be exposed if something happens where I need to use that money. And so I'm just kind of doubling down on the store. I'm trying to save for an RV, and I'm at the point now. I'm not in any interest in dating right now. I want to date someone, but they're not gonna date me. Not with the teeth messed up. And now it's like 5 months into this. I'm not smiling. It's changing me. So I things are going to get better. But I definitely believe I probably won't do as much as I did today every day. I might cut it back to like maybe 50 listings a day. And I would like to learn, like, so I got these different postcards, and some are photochrome and from 1930 on, and some are just different. AI's kind of teaching me the different ones, so I'm not always kind of guessing, and I don't like postcards because there's so many item specifics. But out of all the buyers, postcards are the least, the ones I don't have to worry about so much, because they're not there to, oh, this is not a photochrome, or this is not white border, or this is not, they're not interested in hammering you because you're inaccurate in your item specifics. Now, in a $75 shirt, yeah, they're gonna go after, they're gonna try to get some of that money back. I haven't had anybody ask me for a partial refund since I went to Smalls Collectibles, and I was getting them all the time with clothing. And that's why we shut down the second store, because it was evident that the item specifics were going to be that important, and I didn't catch on to that. So I got enough room to try to add some other B-roll footage into tonight's maybe sunset. I'm going to try to change it up. I know this has been a lot of heavy eBay lately, and I appreciate you guys working through this with me, and I know it's going to get better. I want to get to the point where I'm traveling and sourcing and finding treasures again. And I got so much inventory to list that are interesting, and I'm going to start showing them. See, I'm just getting offers all the time right now, and I worked for 4 hours. I got another offer come in. It's like 6 in just the last couple hours. It's almost like it starts noticing that you're working on your item specifics. And I got this big bump of organic traffic. Did I cause all my grief? Did I need to elevate the focus to critical thinking on item specifics? I mean, instead of listing 100 a day, maybe I list 24 a day and get all of it right. You totally make it like the bomb, the best. That changes everything, I don't know. We're gonna keep working on it, and right now it's pointing that direction. I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey, I know one's in there. Hit that like button right there. It's right there, right there. I don't need you to subscribe yet, because I'm going to do this the rest of my life. I'll get you someday. Have a great day, guys.